Hi, friends. Wow, let's do a love reading. And I was getting, you know what? Something about languages. I felt somebody is learning a new language or wants to learn a new language or should learn a new language, needs to learn a new language. Maybe you're getting a new job as an interpreter or something like that, or you may get a job like that in the future. And this was just going on in my mind. And see the card that I've drawn, language. Oh my God. And I heard the language of love. So maybe the new foreign language that you speak very soon might be the language in which you are able to communicate with the your special person. Maybe they don't know to speak any other language except that. Oh, so great. Maybe you meet this person at a language class. Maybe they are your teacher, or I heard an exchange student. So, yes, what a beautiful card. I'm so glad to see this card, commitment. Hmm. I like what is written over there. Commitment is the line drawn of the future, painted with trust. Hmm. I'm getting somebody got themselves a new ring. Somebody committed to themselves. This is more like you committing to yourself for your own future, for your own betterment, for your own improvement. You're committed to your path. You're committed to yourself, basically, to becoming the best version of yourself. This is a promise that you have made to your own self, and you're keeping that promise. And it's really beautiful because the results of that kind of commitment have now begun to show. People who doubted you are now getting a clarity on what it is that you do want. Maybe they always knew what you don't want. Now they know what you want. You want your own self more than anybody else. This is like coming into a period of contentment, a period of silent contentment, I heard. You may be in hermit mode, you may be enjoying your own company, you may be doing your own thing at this point of time. You may be recommitting yourself to your own personal goals, whether it is to get in shape, I heard, okay, whether it is to master your craft, whatever it is, your commitment is unwavering, and people can see that, and they may not tell you, but they really admire it. People see your good work now. People recognize that what you have done has taken a lot of hard work and sacrifices, which you have happily made because you love what you do. People are impressed. Yes. With this card, I'm getting you have guarded your heart. You've guarded your heart, you've guarded your craft, you have guarded your self. You have been your own guardian angel. At this point of time, you may be feeling still very vulnerable and very self protective about you. And your spirit guides have encouraged you to take the time off to focus only on your own self. Because maybe you were such a giver, you were such a people pleaser, you were just not doing anything for yourself. You were too caught up in other people's drama, in other people's opinions of you, in other people's desires for you, in other people's advice for you as to what you should or should not do. I even heard who you should or should not do with. Okay, so we're just going to say it. And you you kind of, I can see you pushed back, literally. I see you extending your arms and pushing everybody away because you wanted to listen to your own self. You were just done. You were done pretending that you care. You were done pretending that you don't care. Okay? You were just done not being your own self. And the only way you could listen to your own heart's desire was not only to tell them to back off, to tell all these people to back off, but also start listening very deeply to yourself. Because for a long time, I think you didn't even know what you want. You may have known what you don't want, but you were not very clear on what exactly you want. You could hear your soul gently prodding you towards something, but it was not something that you were able to really clearly understand. So you had to guard and protect yourself, get away from a lot of things, a lot of people, give up a lot of bad habits. I'm hearing you had to you had to work you had to work out the devil out of your system, is what I heard. So unless somebody did some black magic on you and you really could not be clear on things, or maybe even people pleasing, I'm getting people pleasing, you were too busy people pleasing. You finally got out of the devil cycle of people pleasing to listen to yourself. You needed to guard yourself, your time, your talent, your skill, and you built something with total focus and dedication. You built something, maybe you built up your confidence, maybe you built up your clarity, maybe you started to look at things and people and circumstances differently. And that required a lot of courage. So you built up your courage. I heard you had to lick your wounds. So maybe really you got really hurt and you had to really, really, really nurture and nourish yourself, heal yourself. And you did it. You did it because you understood that you are the precious treasure. You're your own precious treasure, that there is something within you that is so precious. It's a treasure that you need to give to the world, but you were not able to focus on it. I think it was a talent or a skill, a gift that you have. I heard even the gift of intuition, the gift of your psychic abilities, something like that. Or maybe it was some art, some creativity. I even heard baking. So it may have been anything, but I'm also hearing it was something people scoffed scoffed at, saying that it wasn't important, it was very unrealistic. I heard, sorry, even that it's foolish to pursue this path, but something within you would not allow you to not pursue it. And so you got away from people and you built your strength. You built your strength to stand on your own feet and do what you want to do. Beautiful. You're still very protective about yourself, and rightly so. Rightly so. What else? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I want to clarify this. Right. See, This is beautiful. I told you, you built something. It was such a balance. This is you balancing your, I keep getting courage. You, this is you balancing your courage, your self confidence, your belief in yourself. Okay, literally you becoming your own mediator when you had so much of inner conflict. You saw the way. You saw the way. Again, I get the feeling of, nurturing, nourishing, and protecting something that you have built. A delicate balance of things, a delicate balance of emotions, a delicate balance of two people, two things that demanded your attention at the same time. You walked a tightrope for quite some time. Mhm. But you chose to be true to yourself, and the universe has rewarded you. The universe is thankful to you for listening to your own self. Because when a gift is given to you, it is not for yourself, it is for other people. So you have nurtured and nourished and sharpened, I heard, your skills, your gifts. And now you're ready to give it to the world. And the world is really grateful to you. Your soul is very happy. And it shows in the way you are coming across now. I think you have kind of gotten out of your hermit mode a little bit and have started to reconnect with old friends who understand you, who cheer for you, who are very happy for you, who have always been there for you through good times, bad times, through the winters, through the colds, through the storms, who also knew that you are truly gifted. And they're very glad that you have, I heard, stepped up on the plate. Beautiful. This card wants to come out. Oh, wow. This is what this was. See, this card wants to come out. The balance, the card of balance. You have finally, finally listened to your heart. I told you, you walked a tightrope for quite a long time. And by choosing yourself, you balanced the scale of justice in your favor. You didn't fight, you didn't shout, you didn't scream. You just did what you wanted to do. And in being true to yourself, you have brought yourself a lot of happiness, a lot of contentment, a lot of satisfaction, so that you feel very balanced, very content. Now, if you ever had any doubts about whether you're on the right path, now you know very clearly the satisfaction, the contentment that you feel, the joy that you feel in pursuing your own heart, your own passion, your own desires. That contentment, that surge of energy, the surge of enthusiasm that you feel is now the proof that you're on the right path. So you took a risk, you took a very big risk, and the risk has paid off because being true to yourself always pays off. You walked away from a lot of things and a lot of people in order to be true to yourself. Yeah. And you know what has happened? By being true to yourself, you have given yourself the gift of reviving the right connections. This is so much about your own personal development than anything else. You have surprised yourself with your own tenacity. You may have done a lot of work in the night owl. You've dedicated yourself to your craft. In the silence of the night, you have worked very hard. Maybe there was actually maybe there was actually a gift that you have revived, a talent that you have revived. Finally, I heard the word finally. You surprised even yourself. You surprised even yourself. You didn't have much to go by except for some signs here, some synchronicity there, but you were guided by your own inner light. It was quite a gift that you unwrapped. Even you didn't know the whole spectrum of your own capability. So, in a way, you yourself are the gift to your own self. And this has brought in a lot of support from the divine. This success, as sweet as it is not just something that happened because you made it happen. Yes, you took the first step, but the divine was there guiding you all through. Some of the nights were very lonely. The road was long, it was lonely, and you had only yourself, or so you thought. But your spirit guides were always walking with you. There may have been one spirit guide, and I'm hearing Archangel Michael, who may have really been with you all the time, protecting you, guiding you, okay? Encouraging you, motivating you. Archangel Chainmule is coming. Yeah. This has been a very healing journey for you. Archangel Raphael, Saint Expedite, you finally expedited your own happiness. Yes. Secret, I told you, you kept it all a secret. You did this in secret. You did a lot of work in secret. Garden, again, you nurtured and nourished something. Literally, you may have also, worked in the garden. Working in the garden, getting in touch with the Mother Earth may have grounded you, and that is how you made some really practical, you grounded your dreams in reality, and you did it in secret. You did it in secret. This is something you always wanted to do, but you always denied yourself. Yeah, yeah, see, you transformed. I also feel, this has brought in this has brought in a lot of wealth for you. But more than that, it has brought love into your life, and not just self love. If you feel you're not in a relationship now, believe me, you're getting married. I don't think I ever said something like this before. I'm all for love, but I've never channeled a marriage. And old romance is revived. Yeah. You've become more classy, more polished. You've polished your skills and talents. You may have been in conflict with some people in some way, but the conflict became the spark that ignited the passion, I heard. Oh, yes, look at this card. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it ignited the passion. Maybe there was a period of separation from a loved one. Maybe there was a period of separation from a loved one. That's why you're recommitting now with the vows. Yeah. Yes, there was. There was. This is about a separation or a conflict. Look at the key. You're getting a new home. You're getting a new home. You understood your own self. In understanding yourself, the other person was able to understand you better. Because I find that you were not very clear on what is your stance on certain issues. So until and unless, see, I'm looking at the key and my eyes was drawn to the door. Finally, you opened the door to self understanding. Yeah. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. With the shield, I'm like, you really were very protective about yourself. And yes, the divine was protecting you. And this is giving me something about now this reading has turned into a love reading. Yes, because I've got the card of belonging. But until and unless you belonged to yourself, you were not able to really belong to anybody else. Belonging to yourself needed you to go on a journey of self healing, self discovery, self exploration. You needed to recommit and revive your own talents, your own skills, your own gifts. Okay? You polished your art. You you made a promise to yourself that I think you may have come to a point, again, we are getting the guardian card. You may have come to a point where you said, This is this is not who I am. I'm not living my dream. I'm not doing the things that I'm good at and which I want to do. So you may have opened the door to your secret desires, which was your true path. See the card of shield here and the guardian in between all of this. You did a lot of inner work in secret. And not only did you do a lot of inner work in secret, I keep getting with the sparks. I'm seeing rose quartz, by the way. I'm getting that you discovered a hidden talent that you always had. Maybe you pursued something that you were good at as a kid, something your parents always were very proud of you, that you could do something, but which you forgot as you grew up, as life got in the way. I'm getting here, as other people, other responsibilities got in the way. You forgot what it was that you loved to do, what it was that you were so good at. And in discovering your purpose, you may have felt, oh, it's too late now. Oh, I'm not well trained. I don't have the qualifications. You may have interacted with the other people who were pursuing on that path and felt as if you don't belong. But they recognized your skill and talent and they said, No, you belong with us. And that gave you a lot of courage. You may have had people who really encouraged you because they saw your gift. They saw themselves in you and decided to, they remembered how much help and support they had from their other people. And they decided that it was time to pass on these blessings to, by supporting you. Yeah, you got a lot of encouragement. You have people who believe in you. Yes. Oh my God, this is all about rekindle, recommit. You know, I want to see the card because below, because it's calling me. Yes. The more transparent you became with yourself, the more honest you became with yourself. This was about you being honest with yourself about what you want to do. Didn't I say about a spark? About a spark. See, this is the spark. Again, there is a person here. Again, the heart, following your heart. Again, rekindling the flame. Yeah, you devoted yourself. You devoted yourself to your own self, to something higher than yourself. Look at all these ideas that are sprouting. Yes, you built a bridge between your dreams and reality. Yes, and that's how you grew, both as a person and, oh my God, really, you're getting somebody who's really your true partner. Yeah, by being true to yourself, true to your soul purpose. You have called it a place where you belong and the person you belong with, a family, even. Truly, you're blessed. Truly, you're blessed. Yes, yes. Oh my God, look at this healing heart. Yeah, yes, 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 yes. Look at this cards re meet. I'm telling you, somebody from your past is coming back. They also know. They also know. You just resonate with them better now. They also know this is a journey that you both have to take together, that you cannot be too serious, even as you're so committed to each other. You have to approach things with a light heart and take things as they come. Hold each other. Even as you carry your own responsibilities, you're there for each other. There is so much better understanding. Yeah, yeah. Fresh eyes, I'm seeing here fresh eyes. We meet each other with fresh eyes. So you have changed your perspective, they have changed their perspective. But I'm telling you again, this has happened because you answered your soul calling. Until and unless you followed the call of your soul, something inside you remained in a lot of conflict, which showed up as outer conflict. The moment you followed your soul's purpose, you came into balance inside yourself. And that balance has attracted, or rather, I would say, has brought in again your partner. Yes, this is very, very, very beautiful. Music may play an important role in your life. I heard musical chairs, so maybe you were kind of hovering around each other constantly. Back and forth, you may have gone, but now you're really together. I heard this is music to my ears, so maybe something about what you said made the other person very, very, very happy. Yeah. They're very proud of you. Your partner is very proud of you. They see the inner work that you have done. They see the glow up that comes in being independent. So you're not creating a relationship that is very codependent or something. You are there for each other, but you are not toxic. So that's a really lot of healing here. Lot of healing. Yeah. This person has been very strong for you. They may have been quiet, but they have been very strong for you. They have waited for you because I think they developed faster than you and they recognized your talents and they wanted you to step into your purpose. They knew that until and unless you stepped into your purpose, your coming together was not going to be possible because you had to catch up. You had to catch up with their vibration. That's what this was about. Yeah. So now you're vibing, okay? You're resonating with each other. You're resonating with your own self. And that is the music. That is the music to your ears. Okay, all the best. Enjoy. I'm so happy for you. And thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Do like, do comment, and do share. Thank you. Bye.